9th October, Saint John Leonardi, priest. Optional Memoria. Born at Lucca in Tuscany in the year 1541. At first, he was a pharmacist, but abandoned that to become a priest. He undertook the work of preaching and teaching Christian doctrine to children. He founded the order of clerks regular of the Mother of God in the year 1574, a task which involved him in many difficulties. He formed a body of priests for the purpose of spreading the faith, and because of this, he is rightly looked upon as the founder of the institute, which, extended by the popes, is called the work of the propagation of the faith. By his wisdom and charity, he restored discipline in various congregations. He died at Rome in the year 1609. A reading from the letters of Saint John Leonardi to Pope Paul V. I will show you what the Lord requires of you. Those who would set about the reformation of men's morals must first of all seek the Lord's glory above everything else, and look for and request help in so beneficial and arduous a matter from Him who is the source of all good. Then they should place themselves in the sight of the persons needing reform as mirrors of all virtues, like lamps set on a stand to give light by their integrity of life and example of virtue to all in the house of God. Thus they will draw them gently to reform rather than compel them, and there will not be required of the body, according to the decrees of the Council of Trent, what is not found in the head. And so the standing and good order of the whole of the Lord's family will not be impaired. They will also take great care, like prudent doctors, that they are fully able to diagnose the various ills afflicting the Church, which need to be remedied, so that the appropriate remedy can be applied to each. As regards the remedies required by the Church as a whole, its reformation must be undertaken among high and low alike, among its leaders as well as its children. We should therefore direct our attention first towards those who have charge of the rest, so that reform begins among those from whom it should be communicated to others. Every effort must be made to ensure that cardinals, patriarchs, archbishops, bishops and parish priests who have the immediate care of souls are such that the direction of the Lord's flock can be safely entrusted to them. But let us take into account the lowest as well as the highest, that is, the children as well as the leaders. For we should not overlook those in whom all renewal of churchmen's morals must begin. It would not be right to leave anything untried to educate boys from their tender years in a sincere Christian faith and holy life. To effect this, nothing is more helpful than a sacred institute for teaching Christian doctrine, with the boy's education in the hands of none but good and God-fearing men. These are the things, Holy Father, which the Lord has suggested to me in the present grave crisis. If they seem somewhat difficult of execution at first sight, they will appear easy when set against the magnitude of the crisis. Great changes are not brought about save by great means, and great deeds befit great men.